Now, a moment to just quickly brag about our stuff very briefly. SABC Plus, which is the digital streaming platform that you hear us promoting every morning, which is, of course, South African Broadcasting Corporation's very own. That app has now surpassed the 850,000 registered users mark. And that, of course, a major milestone less than a year after its relaunch in July 2024. SABC Plus offers a diverse mix of live TV, live radio, news, sport, and of course, on-demand content. And all of that is free to users. Now, as a cornerstone of the SABC's evolving digital strategy, the platform also ensures that South Africans everywhere have uninterrupted access to stories and voices that reflect who they are. So to tell us more about this digital achievement, we are joined via telephone now by Khanyisa Melwa, who's SABC Digital Marketing Manager. Khanyisa, good morning. Welcome to Morning Live. And of course, SABC Plus, 850,000 registered to use the platform. That is quite a significant achievement.
It is. Thank you so much, Sakina, and good morning to your listeners and your viewers as well. Yeah, as you said, it's such an amazing achievement, and we're elated to have reached 850,000 registered users in such a short period of time, because the app was relaunched in July of 2024. And so 8 months since the relaunch, we are now sitting at 850,000, and we are chasing the 1 million mark. So it is quite an achievement.
So what would you say, Khanyisa, has been the driving force behind this rapid growth?
Yeah, look, I think first of all, one thing we sort of need to acknowledge is the fact that the SABC sits in a very unique position as an incumbent within the broadcasting space. We are one of the largest public broadcasters in Africa, and so, if not the largest, in fact. But we're also having to deal with the fact that there are digital natives in the form of other streaming platforms that exist within our market. And so the SABC's corporate plan and strategy has been really focused in trying to see how we can actually compete within that space, within that environment. And so the SABC, both at an executive level as well as the board, has been really focused in trying to make sure that from an SABC Plus point of view and our platform, we are leading and we are trying our best to make sure that we offer the best content to our audiences, and in making sure that they can access all SABC content on our platform as SABC Plus. And so that's one of the things that have really been the driving force behind this growth, is the fact that we are offering really accessible content and relatable content that South African audiences love and enjoy watching.
And of course, Khanyisa, that against the SABC's mandate to inform, educate, and entertain. So how is SABC Plus, how is that platform helping the SABC to fulfill its public service mandate?
100%, and you're quite correct that is our public mandate, is to inform, educate, as well as to entertain. And I think SABC Plus offers a variety of content, from TV to radio, drama series, and so it fits really well in terms of the mandate, in ensuring that we are informing our audiences from a news point of view. We have SABC News on our platform. All of our news channels are there, as well as entertainment, right? From a drama series point of view, from a sports point of view, we have content such as the Betway Premier League, the Bundesliga is on our platform, as well as the English Premier League, right? So content that reflects our mandate is well endowed within our platform, and so we are well versed in that, and we try and make sure that the public mandate is fulfilled within our platform.
But of course, the cost factor is what people will always ask about, if not the first thing they ask about, Khanyisa. So the cost to accessing content on SABC Plus, and just how easy is it for people to register and start streaming?
100%. Look, from a cost point of view, we understand, where South Africans are, and particularly our audience, in terms of accessing information and how costs can be a barrier to entry, right? And so SABC is actually a non-subscription fee platform, and so audiences can actually stream without paying any subscription fees, right? The only thing that one has to have is a Wi-Fi connection or a data connectivity, and then one can actually access SABC content from that perspective. The only thing that you obviously need as well from a registration point of view is a South African number as well as an email address, and then you'll be able to access SABC content on our platform. So it is a zero subscription fee platform, so you don't have to pay a subscription fee on a monthly basis. All you need is just internet connectivity in order to access our content.
And just finally, there's of course also that switch to stream campaign. And Khanyisa, if we look at that, again, what is the messaging behind that? And also, again, how easy is it for people to access?
Yeah, 100%. So the Switch to Stream campaign has been a response to the analog switch off, which we all know has happened since the 31st of March. And so what that means is that we're moving away from analog consumption of broadcast content and moving towards a digital way of consuming content. And I think the fact that we've reached 850,000 registered users in such a short space of time also speaks to the fact that audiences are moving towards consuming content digitally, and that's a really good sign for us. And so the Switch to Stream campaign says that, in as much as we are moving away from analog, there is an alternative way of consuming SABC content, and that is on SABC Plus. That's our digital streaming platform. And so that's the message behind that campaign, and that campaign, has gone live, and we are currently running that campaign at the moment to bring about awareness to the fact that the analog switch off, is happening and has happened. But they do not have to fret. We do have an alternative as SABC, and that alternative is SABC Plus. And people can actually access all SABC content on SABC Plus without having to worry about the fact that they might not be able to access it via analog.
Khanyisa, thank you so much. Khanyisa Melwa, SABC Digital Marketing Manager, talking to us about SABC Plus, which is, of course, that digital streaming platform from the SABC that we tell you about every morning. And it has now surpassed 850,000 registered users, marking a major milestone, of course, and this less than a year after its relaunch in July 2024. SABC Plus, if you haven't yet had a look, it's on your screen now. It offers a diverse mix of live radio and TV programs, also news, sport, and on-demand content. And all you have to do is register and free to use. So there you have it, SABC Plus. A quick break and then more Morning Live after that.